All right, guys. Well, it's great to have you today.
Oh, thank you.
For anyone not seeing me, I'm behind the camera today. Have a great look into my nose right there. This is Hellzel. We have Fabio and Luisa here. There's a funny story about how we met.
Yeah, true that.
I went to see you guys play live, and it was amazing.
Wow, cool, man. Thank you.
You were at the Reset Club.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was a funny story. Like I went with a friend that knew someone there, and then I happened to see you guys play. And I think I walked in right as you guys were starting.
Oh, cool.
Wow, cool, man. I remember I watched you on the stage. I say, wow, I think it's that guy because I follow you on the Instagram. So, wow, man.
That was the funniest thing for me because we've been following each other on Instagram for a while, but I didn't connect the dots there. It was like only after I was seeing the gig and I was like, dude, that dude looks familiar.
Yes, and I just follow you because you talk about the studio, record things, and it was, wow, man, this guy's super nice. And in the middle of I checked the things, I realized you were Brazilian like me. I said, wow, man. And you have the same name, man.
So, love at first sight.
And then the funny thing was that, like, after all of that and figuring out that, oh, cool, we have the same name, we're Brazilian, and we met up for a beer, and it was just like, our dads have the same name. Yeah. And we're from the same region in Brazil. Yeah. And it was just like...
Man, probably we're the same guys, you know?
You're the same.
And the fun fact, like, my dad is called Fabio, and his dad too. And I'm Fabio, his Fabio. So, yeah, we are Fabio's power.
Filho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I skipped the whole Filho or Junior or...
okay.
Yeah, same thing.
Can you do that to skip it?
Well, they actually threw my mom's middle name in.
Okay.
So
that's cool.
To me, it was respect Fabio Jr., but Fabio Jr. is a very famous singer in Brazil. And my dad said, no way, man, Fabio Jr. not.
I think they missed an opportunity to call us Fabio the Second. That would be
it's real bit better, I guess.
Nice.
All right. Well, I laid out a few questions for you guys in my head. We can just I'll shoot things here and there, but we'll just keep talking. Okay. The first thing is that in talking with you guys, I know that you've recently gone through a bit of a lineup change and you have a new drummer.
We do.
I was wondering what's the process been like, what the adaptation, it's always a process getting used to playing with new people and kind of like learning each other.
Takes time, for sure.
How's that going?
Actually, I think the history of the band, we had not issues, but drummer is a little bit complicated to fix in the band. And we try several people to play with us. And in the certain moment, we are trying to make a list with some certain names. And I don't know, Lisa just said to me, yeah, there's this girl. And I think probably she's going to fix to us. Let's see. And we were lucky, I would say, with her. And she's like super fantastic drummer, played very professional. And I think we don't have too much issue in adapting the songs because she's a machine.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, the previous drummer has a few bands, so it was a bit difficult to keep up. And so we decided together, also with the drummer, the previous one, Andrew, which actually is the person we recording our upcoming EP. So, hi Andrew, if you will see this.
Thank you too.
Thank you. So the thing is, we wanted to find a new drummer, and for me, I guess it was important also to try to find a female or someone that would fit into the LGBTQ plus field, let's say, because I feel that we are playing in a scene that is merely manly. So if I guess it's not a secret that when you go to a metal show or to alternative rock, it's always guys, very few female, etc., etc. So that would have been nice for me. It happens sometimes to be in festivals and be just alone as a woman, and I didn't like it that much. Not that I hate men, just sometimes, but
it's something to question about.
Yeah, it's more about inclusion. And when this friend of mine that actually is the bass guitarist of Machuca, which is a very cool band as well.
nice. Yeah.
I was talking to him at the Desert Fest while we were watching this other band, friends of mine with 4 girls, Aptera. Hi, Aptera also. Super good metal band, doom metal band, female of Berlin, but the fact that they are females it shouldn't be like the topic, obviously. And I was telling him that we were looking for a drummer, and we would like to have someone that fits this, let's say, criteria, if we can say. And he advised Q, and I text her and I sent her like some songs, and she was super excited. She said, like, she literally replied, I'm already hooked. And we tried with her, but it's not just about the fact that she's super good in playing. It's also the atmosphere that she brings and the vibes, because I guess what's important for Hellzel is to get along. Yes, of course, to have the same goals, that is create new stuff, be able to play gigs, to meet people, but also to have fun. That's the first goal, I guess, and to get along with each other.
But I think it's like worth to talk, because when we start the band, we are part of collective with LGBT and these things. It was a point we agreed, like, okay, in the rock scene it's kind of complicated to have different, like, not all events, but let's open these things and let's treat this like normal. And at the beginning of the band, it's something like, okay, let's use this flag, because this is matter nowadays. It's something like, for me, I cannot say, because I'm a man, you know, for me, there's no issue if you go to the festival and always have men's bands or whatever. But I always ask them, like, well, where's the girl? Why don't have girls? Why don't have like different people to make the same songs? Where are these people? Why, you know? And this is a question like we always say, and of course not like a goal. We'd like to have a specific people that represents that, but in a certain moment, it's something, it's matter for us too, I would say. Of course, have fun, make music, respect each other, of course. And why not asking these things? Why not like promote this, I don't know, changing the scenario and with the, I don't know, the rock scene? Why you don't have maybe more people that represent different flags or whatever, you know? So it's something like we're not say, yeah, we fight for that, but we support that 100%.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, like, our kind of music is not a standard, you know, like it doesn't fit a specific style. It's not grindcore. It's not metal.
Stoner.
It's not stoner. It's not black metal. It's not super rock, heavy metal.
I don't know.
It's a mix. We don't even know. So,
Yeah.
but we also see that it's not that we are the best, but we like what we do. And I see also people that are very much stick to certain style, you know, like they are not very much open-minded, but they are not very much open-minded in, you know, like experience different style. But we had to be honest with each other and say, like, what do we like? Do we want to go in a way that we make music for other people, like for playing as much as we can because we stick to a genre, or we want to do what we like? And we decide we do what we like, and then we take what it comes out of it. Yeah.
And what you guys do is great, so that's...
Oh, thank you.
Double
Thank you
win
very
right there.
much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, actually, going back into this subject right away, you guys released a song just about a month ago. It was, I think, 9th of August.
Yes. Yeah, 1 month ago, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess to some extent that ties in with the new record that you guys are working on.
The EP, yeah.
Do you have a date set up for that?
Well,
What's the
not
planning
yet.
going? And also, what does OOTB stand for?
Well, actually, we have a roadmap, and we are planning to release a new songs, and we'd like not only... Okay, we are a rock band. I don't know what this title we are, but we're thinking more about to open a little bit the spectrum of art. So we would like to promote the next song and probably the EP with not only just releasing the Spotify or whatever the stream service, but we would like to promote our friends too, like since they participating, see our gigs, and I don't know, make some kind of art. So that's the thing, and we would like to create some videos, some snaps, some this kind of thing to yeah, everybody goes together and just having fun. You know, that's our plan. Of course, there's a lot of things to do because it's involve schedule, create material, involve people to make art together. And I would say we don't have a specific deadline, but it's gonna be this year.
It's gonna be sooner. Yeah, and OTB, yeah, it's out of the blue.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry, yeah, yeah, out of the blue, yeah.
Out of the blue, and I guess it's kind of about. I would say, tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I guess like the lyrics were written by him mostly. I wrote just my part, and it's kind of. Like sometimes Fabio has this anger thing that comes up sometimes, and I guess it's that's what it's about. Like that out of the blue, sometimes we have this emotion that's
gotta rage, buddy.
Yeah.
It's not about the rage too. It's about sometimes you are kind of not to say manipulated, but you try to follow what the people say it is, and out of the blue you realize this is wrong. Out of the blue, your reaction, like if anger, out of the blue, you start to come back for your base, but out of the blue, you can lose your mind. So it's more for this perspective.
So it's like, you in life, I guess, especially probably our generation, millennials and stuff, we try to follow always the conventional things, the status. We tried really hard in the past to do like our parents or be what the society wants us to be, but at the end you have to follow your spirit, and because anyway that's gonna come out of the blue.
Exactly.
Probably when you don't expect that, but that's a little bit of the meaning of the song. And indeed, if you listen, the song is always like this burns into rage and then come back, and so it follows a bit that concept.
Yeah, and for example, as a man, sometimes we think like to be anger means okay, I feel something, and I don't know, I can talk about myself, but I think our generation has issues about to express sometimes the feeling, and we think like the anger makes sense and it's the correct one, and it's not like that. We need to reflect about this. It's much more into deep. So I'm trying to bring this shit like just for start a conversation for us, So out of the blue.
Yeah, which actually we going to release another song, which is gonna be part of the EP, which is called "The Curse," which on the opposite side is more about. I wrote that one, and it's more about being the curse to be a woman, to the curse of being seen as a witch. And the curse to maybe be a witch in the like in a very metaphoric way, like people see you as something you shouldn't, and it's a bit connected because even though you still do what you want, it's still a curse because you sometimes, most of the time, are not accepted 100% for who you are, but more for the status and the maybe the conventional things that you decided to do and be, while you're still a human being, even though you are a woman. You should be free.
Eye of society.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess like this EP was not thought very much in what do we want to say. It was more instinctive, like we write and we do what we feel in that moment.
Just to get it out.
Exactly. Which maybe it will not happen the next time because this was our first EP. We learned. Now we want to follow maybe a subject, topic. But this one was like this, like one song, for example, is more about depression, for example, which is called Dead Sun. And it's basically the possibility to allow yourself to accept that can happen, to accept depression and go with the waves, there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only way to bounce back.
Exactly.
Is to know what's going on and then you can deal with it properly.
Exactly. Right? So these were things that he experienced, I experienced. So we were writing and playing stuff based on what do you feel, what do I feel, what do I write now? I write this because in this moment I feel this, or because maybe it's part of our personality also, you know. So we will never write about super happy stuff, or because this is what we need. The music is what we need to.
It's heavy music,
you know, like put out that stuff.
Yeah, I think you just like hit it in the head. It's catharsis. That's the word. You know, just throwing everything out there.
Exactly.
I think cleansing yourself through music, which is. Beautiful. It's what it's for, right?
Yeah, it's a first EP too. So normally I think the bands find your way to make music, and this footage of the first EP is something like it's a catharsis. It's something we don't think about a topic. It's just we play in the room, find ourselves as a musician or whatever. But in fact, I think it is the truth about that. Like I think normally the bands, the first EP just like release exactly what it were. Like don't think too much. It's very more spontaneous, and our spontaneity in these things is more about to be catharsis, you know. So we try to transmit this on the gigs, like the anger or the feelings or the thoughts that basically we're based to write that. And I think the final of the day is like is the truth, you know. We just want to be true, real about it, or the songs, not like to pretend that, okay, we play a kind of music or whatever. It's much more to release what we have inside in terms of message or in terms of feelings or whatever we felt that. For the people, and I hope you make this connection too. You know, never know.
We don't try to be very sophisticated with our lyrics, or we just go to the point. At least for us. Then it doesn't mean that the people understand because he screams. So probably you don't understand anything of what he says. So.
I went to see you guys play live, and it definitely connects. It definitely gets the message across. So
cool. That's a good thing.
I'm feel good.
But also we are because we didn't have many gigs, so we are also anxious when we have the gigs, and we also try not to take ourselves too serious.
Yes, of course. Yeah, come on. We are just having fun, make music with your friends. Yeah. That's the intention.
Actually, that brings me to the third question, which is, it doesn't have to be gig related, but a lot of times it just turns out to be, which is funny with a bit of a fun twist, funny twist, comedic twist. What's one horror story that you guys have either gone through, experienced, or you know of someone like in a gig, everything breaks, that sort of stuff? Is there anything that comes to mind? As
I guess I can talk about when we had the festival.
Please go ahead.
There was this festival, and when we got there, I mean, I could see that I was, as I said, because I'm the only woman, sometimes it happens that maybe the people that play there don't even realize that I'm playing. So they might not say hi, and that happens, you know, because maybe they think you are the girlfriend of someone there, but no.
This is stupid, actually. No.
Yeah, but that happens, and you know, like I bet that there's a lot of people that can relate to this. A lot of women or whatever that can relate to this because I know.
Yeah.
And so that we had not very much time to do the sound check, and there was this sound engineer that was not very much listening to me. So I played the gig without hearing my voice, without hearing my bass. My tuner stopped working. Meanwhile, I had to change the tune for the next song. So I was, I didn't enjoy that much, and you could see, I guess. So that's the only bad experience that I say I had personally.
Honestly, I don't think so. It was this moment. It was a series of things behind that.
Yeah, probably.
It's always a line.
Yes.
But for example, when we have a gig, like we are committing about that. So we used to play every day the maximum we can because everything should be perfect. In fact, we not make our homework properly, and we are not so confident of these things that happen in the gigs. And from my perspective, I realized, okay, it's a festival open air. It's a little bit tricky to have the control. And honestly, the guy was so piece of shit because he just talked to me about my things, and when talk about the bass, it's like your stuff. she say, okay, I need that, I need this, blah blah, and the guys just come back to me and confirm what does she need. She talked to you, dude, and
That's
she know to play. She know the
guy also was Italian, so it's not that we didn't understand each other.
Yeah, there's not even a language barrier there.
Yeah, I think it's more to be a macho.
So that's the thing, that I always say, like, because it's, sometimes people don't understand that they have internalized certain stereotypes, and even though they meet people that do not represent these stereotypes, they want to put them on this person in this situation that happened to me. And in that moment, because I'm not that used to, because I see everybody equal, so I didn't even think like that's something wrong. I mean, I was pissed, obviously, but I didn't make a big fuss out of it. Now, with a little bit of more experience, if next time it will happen that I'm treated differently because I'm a woman, for example, I would just leave my bass there and I would say, like, I'm not gonna play till you fix my stuff, because it's clear what I said. I just want to hear my voice and I want to hear my bass.
Yeah,
it's not
one of those scenarios where you don't really get what's going on right at the moment, but then
exactly.
out of the blue,
exactly.
That's why we talk about that.
comes to you and you're like, oh, damn.
But I'm pretty sure that a lot of people can relate to this, especially a lot of women. And
depends of the place, for example.
And it depends on the place.
For example, Reset is like a hardcore place, punk, and
Punkish.
the punk is much more into that. So all the time the guys was so respectful on that, and now the community was so good, and it's like something we need to question about, because okay, rock music exists. We are not like very well defined if you are stoner, metal, whatever. But I think the community should to understand, like, exist girls that like heavy music, and it's normal. Sometimes there's a cliche.
Not saying that everybody's like that, obviously.
No, of
because
course not.
we met
Of
also
course,
a
there's
lot
of
of
great
beautiful people, but
it's like when you see a girl with a t-shirt with a half band, you say, you like half bands, so give me 5 songs. This, this fucking shit stuff. Man, come on, let's stop with that. We are. I think the world has changed a lot, so we can understand and have music. It's a part of a lot of people, a lot of kind of people, and just respect the people. The people want to go to see the gig and just having fun, and we don't need to be like.
In the end, if everyone just respected each other, we would have way less problems in the world.
Let's try to have less problem in the world. Come on,
So we would also love to play maybe in some festivals or concerts that are just even for the LGBTQ plus community, because we, even though we are maybe
or better, we can create this kind of festival. Never knows. Why not? I think there's a possibility. We have people. We have the structure. Why not?
If you manage to put a lineup of bands that you guys know and hang out, I mean, I definitely reckon there's a lot of people that would be interested in
definitely
in going and hanging out and watching you and other bands play.
For sure.
Have a good time.
Why not? No, it's just that, All right, guys. Well, I mean, all the questions that I had laid out are kind of done. Is there anything else that you guys want to discuss when it comes to your socials, where people can find you, what they can expect? I know we already went through your roadmap when it comes to the releases.
Yeah.
You have any gigs lined up?
Well, follow us on the Instagram, I guess, is the main page.
Yeah, we have an Instagram.
Stay tuned. We have a lot of things to release, and we have a lot of ideas to create new stuff too. So we are here to start to make this real, and so we appreciate to see us on the gigs. Yeah.
We will release this EP, and meanwhile now we are working on new stuff. So as soon as we have good amount of songs, we will work still I guess before the end of the year on another EP, because we want to, it's kind of a second part of the
never finished.
And obviously we are looking to have gigs ready to play everywhere. It doesn't matter. Now the next gigs that are planned are in January. The 10th in Potsdam, can't remember the place though, but if you follow on Instagram us,
it will be there.
And one in Leipzig. So we will play also with our other bands. One is a Berliner band. It's called Rir, and it's a post-metal band.
Really good.
Super good.
Really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you'd like in your birthday we play there, please contact me.
As long as we have
Why not?
cakes, fine.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming.
Thank you for
I'll
inviting
keep
us.
all your socials down in the description.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you.